Hello, chat. It's me with a very real background behind me and not a picture that I took before I started. But you can actually see a new cat tree that I got. And Ahsoka, I can say at least that Ahsoka is still in that position as we speak. On the little flower. PNG, yay! Chat. My sleep schedule is so dead. We went to bed after 4 and I woke up at 1:30. Who am I? Who am I? It's very bad. Today we spent some time on like home improvement. Like we hung up the TV and cleaned out like the last few straggler boxes. It's partially because we have guests tomorrow and we wanted the house to feel a little more put together. Are the lamps new? No, they're not. They're just not normally, like they're kind of higher than they were in my old room. So they're not really visible most of the time. But from this very special VTuber angle, and by that I mean pngtuber angle, you can see them. How are you doing lately during the August streams? Well, it depends. I am enjoying the routine of it. However, I will be happy somewhat when it's all said and done, because then I can like get back to some stuff that I've been like neglecting. Like gardening video episode 2. Where is she? Hi, Miss Dish. I changed my name for the Materia Boy. Well, congratulations, Doom of the Living. You're starting from 0. Because that I will forget that. Fresh start. Yay! This music is making me want to play Animal Crossing. You know, it's so funny that you say that because every time I listen to Animal Crossing, I want to play it. But then it's not that I want to play New Horizons, it's that I want a new Animal Crossing game. Like I want the Animal Crossing experience back. So I just don't know what to do. Just waiting. I was inspired by the name change conversation yesterday. Oh no. First time chatter. Was it my best to remember your father, Yuffie? I wish to watch you so much 2 years ago and I was just stalking your page. Dude. Welcome. Welcome back. Surprise, I'm actually playing Genshin tonight. Are you coming to Gamescom Asia? I'm not. When is it, actually? Gamescom Asia. Is it soon? It's in Singapore? Hey, actually, I don't know if I'm going, because that's 2 months from now, so I could get an offer. Maybe I will hit up my friends at Infinity Nikki and see if they would like to have me there. Because that would be awesome. I know Joshua wants to go to Singapore, and I would also like to see Singapore. DishCon in Manila. Genius. DishCon mention. Please. I would die of embarrassment. Time to experience Southeast Asia heat. It wouldn't, is it not going to be, I mean, October can't be as bad as like July, which is when I was in the Philippines. One of your mods like lives in Singapore? I think I knew that. But truthfully, I don't know who. No, wait, yes, I do know. Miss Jazz lives in Singapore. I know because Jazz used to be in Australia. All right. So, chat, new name, who's this? No, you're the same. I tried to meet up with him, I didn't have time. Okay, chat. So tonight, here's the situation. Truthfully, I'm not feeling my best. I don't think I'm sick. I think just the lack of like the bad sleep schedule and like waking up and sleeping more is just taking its toll. So I'm not in tip-top shape, but I'm not like we're more than halfway through. I'm not giving up. I'm not going to miss a stream. So I'm here in PNG form to hang out, to do normal stuff, and then I might do like Simulanka stuff. Honestly, I might just do the world quest, but do it like quietly. like like not read or voice act or anything, but I'll make like commentary or whatever. Try to finish up the area. But yeah, we'll see. My goal is to be live for not too long. But I do definitely want to see the Simulanka world quest before. So TBH, this might be a bit more of like a what do you call it? Like Genshin sounds to study to with occasional commentary from your streamer. That might be what happens. Do you like the brand Flower Nose? I do. I have their Black Swan palette or something like that. I want to get more stuff, but last I checked, it was kind of expensive. Have you logged into HSR lately? Yeah. Actually, logged in? No. I also need to do the March event before it goes bye-bye, but Simulanka is leaving earlier, so I want to do that first. I actually recently got 2 Flower Nose palettes. There was one like big Flower Nose. There was a big box that I was looking at that really caught my attention, but the thing is, I could buy all the makeup in the world, and I just like barely deviate from the things that I like anyways. Like, I know what my style is, and I do like minor adjustments. Like sometimes I'll use different colors, but it would just be a waste to buy such a big like omnibus of Flower Nose stuff. But it's so beautiful, dude. Like, bro.
Love you and this community dearly.
Freak you, Rossetti. Freak you, Rossetti. You're cool for putting this song on this playlist. Go away, Rossetti. Look, there's a bump right there. That means lots of people skip the song. That's if you fell asleep while you were studying. Ah, wow. Moonlight Mermaid perfume? I didn't know they made perfume. Top note, watermelon, Valaria, jasmine, gardenia daffodils, cantaloupe, base note, grass bellflower. Wow. That's that is really tempting. Wow, in the bottle smells divine. Forever blooming flower. Okay, talk to me more about your perfumes actually. Midsummer Fairy Tale. Yuzu, grapefruit, mandarin, pink peppercorn. Water note, middle notes, watery nutmeg. Oh, I bet I would love this. Musk. I think I would love this. Shoot! I should have never gone onto this website. Wow, wow. Beautiful models. What on earth? They do look like fairies, actually. Man. That is not what it says. Butterfly Narcissus. Swan Ballet. The hover over description is not correct. Yeah, it's only 50. Truthfully, 50 is not that much for a perfume. It depends though how. 1.67 fluid ounces for 50. You know what? Let me compare it to my regular, how much my regular perfume costs. I mean, I don't wear perfume every day, so it does last me a long time. Go away. Glossier U. This is my normal. 78 for 50 fluid ounces. No, milliliters. Milliliters. Oh, no, it's pretty significantly less. $28 less expensive. Ooh. Oh, there's this one. Butterfly, Narcissus, Freesia, Apple, Almond, Bergamot. Green. What is green? What is green? Rose, Peach, Apricot, Base Note, Musk. I would probably like both. Use a grapefruit, mandarin, peppercorn. This just sounds divine. Green is brat. This one's is a little bit. This is like so summer. Okay. Whenever I'm not sure about a purchase, I do the same thing. I sleep on it, and then if I'm still thinking about it by tomorrow, then I will actually consider getting it. Anything that's like over $30 that I'm not sure about. That's how I decide. Okay, let's do stream dailies. Then we'll do Genshin. Duolingo. Oh, I don't want to do anymore candy candy. Oh, I'm so close to being done with this. 6 more lessons and I can go on to actually learning sentences. Mu.
Mu. No.
No. Mu. No. That looks like no. Mu.
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 No.
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 No. Oh, this is the intro
Yeah.
one. This will be easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No.
He.
Eh.
He.
Hey hey. Hey hey.
No. He. He. Mu.
Mu. Bermuda Triangle.
Mu. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. De.
There.
De.
There. Mu.
De.
There. No. Mu. Hey. No. No. Yeah. The
Hamu.
Hamu. Huh?
Hamu.
I forgot. Yeah, Hamu. Like ham. Oh, it counts as perfect. Let's go. Friend quest. Good job, Twinter. Yay. Perfect. perfect week. Okay, Wordle time. Hi, Peaches. Go away. Go away. Cool. Mm. Mm. Hmm. Hunch. It's not at the beginning. T-O-U. T-O-M. Tommy. Unlikely. Huh. Totem? Oh no. Stir. Stim. Strim. Swim. Strimmer. Ah. Sometimes you gotta do like a completely out of left field word to get more letters. Moist. Oh. Stoom. That's not a word. Storm. Daenerys Stormborn of House Targaryen, the unburnt, rightful queen of the Andals and of the Seven Kingdoms, breaker of chains, mother of dragons. Great. And now for our final stream daily. I even made, look at what I made. Just for this. Oh, it's covering my face. Ah. I almost had it perfect. Stop. Oh. Used to play this. This was my game. The thing with this is it's great, except if you alt tab or click on any other window while this is open, it will crash the PC. Not kidding. Actually, wait, it won't crash. I'm a liar. It won't crash the PC. It will just close itself. Okay, let's go. Now we're gaming. I have some new... I don't know if I've ever actually, like, fully beaten this game. This music is stressful. New August Gold beat Insaniquarium. This is kind of a weird one. You have to like click on the bomb it drops. Eat, newborn. But then you get money for it. She's OP though. She sings and then they all drop coins. Auto clicker? This is my cookie clicker game. You don't get it. You don't understand. Sing, Meryl. Whoa! Don't swim toward it, you idiot! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Stop! Oh my gosh, that's kind of... I do remember that one, actually. Frightening. Octopus have 3 heart and blue blood. 2 of their hearts pump blood. Contains a copper-based molecule. Whoa. Called hemocysin. Wow, that's crazy. Just watch, this aquarium is about to get insane. Insane. I promise I'll only do 1 round. And then we'll play Genshin. You have my word. 1 round only. I need a better gun, dog. Don't eat that one! No! Stop walking! No shot. These guppies, these fish, have no self-preservation skills. No! No self-preservation. Stop! Don't swim toward it! You are so stupid! This is gonna die because it ate my... Oh my gosh. Okay, minor setback. It's alright though. Minor setback. Minor setback. Has anyone seen the recent Twitter drama, Genshin? You know, actually, speaking of which, I switched my follower tab. I switched my Twitter to my following tab instead of For You tab, and my Twitter experience was so much better. I was once again reminded that Twitter is voluntary. And that miserable people dwell there. Or children. Okay, I'm buying the gun. Oh my gosh, bro. Don't swim toward it, you idiots. Holy crap. I need to buy a better gun, actually. But I also need to make more money. Okay, we will Pearl Max. You gonna eat that or no? You're gonna miss it. You missed it, bro. Yams. Okay, do I buy a better gun? Or do I buy another beetle muncher? I buy the gun. Thank you for making that easy for me. Don't swing toward it. Dog. No way. That is not epic. Okay, it's getting harder now. Everything before this is a warm-up. Okay, I need... Oops. But yeah, with Genshin, I swear there's probably like 4 dramas going on at the same time. So today I'm choosing peace. The pearl of fish is fishes now, and I say that that's dumb. And I'm being a late adopter. Oh gosh. No, I'm taking this thing out. No shot. He's dead. You're dead too. No! Oh, thank goodness. How do you get over somebody? Ooh. How do you get over somebody? I think it always takes time. I think it takes time to like gain perspective on like why a relationship didn't work out. At least in my experience, like yeah, in my experience. Oh, you're dead. Yeah, it's always time.
Yams 1116 said, "Did you know that the Insaniquarium, a popular game released in the early 2000s, was designed by a single developer, George Fan?
No!
It is known for its quirky combination of aquarium simulation and action elements, where players must manage an aquarium while defending it from alien fish. One fun fact is that the game's humor and creative design
anything but this.
And his desire to create something uniquely.
And he cooked. Get away. Get away. Oh. Okay, minimal casualties on that one. Very good. Everything's eating itself. I mean, I actually don't know if I ever finished it. So definitely one of my goals is to finish it. Like, properly finish it. That one's dead. Yep. Oops. Yeah, hurt and sadness part of the process with getting over somebody, and I think for me it took seeing more of the world and like more of Gumbo. Attracts guppies using the lancers on the head, luring them away from the aliens. Oh, that's so clutch. Dream lineup, Gumbo, Meryl, and probably Clyde. Honestly, late game, probably Clyde. Or maybe Wadsworth, but I think Gumbo is just better. No, guys, I want to do another one. I want to do another one. I'm going to do another one. Just one more, okay? One more. I really can't explain how happy this game makes me. And then Genshin, I swear. Actually though, I will. The game actually does get harder. Like trying to manage the ecosystem. I don't know that I've gotten past this map though, TBH. I need to buy the better stuff, please. What? Oh, yes. I remember this one. And, like, shoot it back at him. That was not as bad, honestly, as the other one. I'm giggling so bad at the automod messages, it makes me want to put it through. I don't see automod messages, really. It's so funny. You DM'd me? Let me check on my phone. Since I can't freaking log out, I can't alt tab. Wow, Meryl slander. That's crazy. That's so funny. Already? Ah! Yeah, anglerfish, so cracked. I wonder if they've made an updated Insaniquarium. Because I would totally play an updated version of this. Like, for real. Hi, Archie. Hello. Marilla's abilities is cracked, though. She goes, and then all the fish drop, like... drop, like, double their normal. Coins. You played 10 hours of Started today? That sounds so nice, you know? Easy. Oh! No! No! You were $2,000, dog! I didn't see it! Of course it targeted my most valuable fish. Yeah, I am invested, okay? I really should be focusing on the pieces, but... business is booming. With the anglerfish, I'm not losing as many fish. There we go. She'd be like, eat. The trick is you always got to have way more of the previous tier of like the lower tier on the food chain than of the one who consumes it. That way you don't risk losing your high value stuff. For those of you looking to get into Insaniquarium yourself. Yeah, this is real entertainment. Beautiful. Although my finger hurts a little bit, I won't lie. Ah! Man. It's okay. Minor setback. Minor setback. No problem. Nah, man, my fingers are starting to hurt. That's when you know the game is good. It's starting to feel pretty insane to me. Yeah. No! Oh, I could have bought a piece. It's all about the pearls now. Everything else is kind of negligible. It's getting pretty insane. I'm clicking literally so hard. Yes, this game's on Steam. As long as I remember to buy 24 guppies every 30 seconds, everything runs great. Eat, my children, eat. I don't really even need the adult fish, truthfully. I feel like I'm due for a bonus round, but... Oh my gosh. No! Death is everywhere! Oh, let's go. This round is over. What happened? Really? Right as I get a crownfish. Really? Blip. Provides you with info that helps you better combat aliens and keep your fish fed. Info? I don't know what that means, but my finger hurts, so I say that's it for today. Great. This is gaming. Genshin Impact. Is clicking getting slower? I feel fatigue. Don't talk about my clicking. Bro. I'm bigger now. I hate when the alien comes. Yeah, same. Meryl. She's like the most, probably one of the most cracked. Buddies in the game. Helpers. Honestly, I've been playing a round of it before I go to bed. That game is called Insaniquarium. It's all one word. Insaniquarium. My finger hurts. Now this is the life. This how you know the game was good. Woo! Good morning, Sora. Are you named Sora after, what's this? I think I might turn on in-game music. Is your name based on Kingdom Hearts? Oh, yeah, I think I will. Thanks, chill and relaxing Animal Crossing GameCube music. Why is your cam gone? I just don't feel like being on camera tonight. I'm not feeling my best. And one of my few significant pet peeves with streaming is when people comment on how you look tired. Drimmer, you look tired. Well, I am. Or sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm just chilling. Or dare I say it, I'm not smiling. So I just don't want to be on cam today. I feel more relaxed streaming with my cam off, so it's nice every once in a while. It looks so tired. All right, you have to hit them, not run into them. What about these blue ones? Oh no, those are negative. Me when I'm Kaya and I'm flying through the sky. Yee-wee! So I saw someone saying that in the live stream they basically confirmed that he was born in Kanria. I guess I thought we already knew that, but some very notable like Kaya Stan Twitter accounts were saying that. Or were noting that. So maybe it was speculated on but never like properly confirmed. I mean, we knew his father dropped them off in Mondstadt, but we guess we didn't necessarily know confirms that he was born in general. That's true. Not hatched from an egg. He wasn't like I guess we knew he was Kanrian, but we didn't know he was born in Kanria. Are the cats sleeping? I don't know about... I think Murdoch is. Peepa is asleep in the new cat tree that I got them. It's 3 little flowers. 3-tier flowers. Actually, she's in the same position, so I'll just show you this. That's what she looks like literally right now. Sleepy. Sleepy girl. Love her so much. Me too. So many Metropole citizens just kind of staring off.
What's the hurry?
Below. Below. Oh, it's a lot of pieces. Oh, wait. Oh no, it needs to be blue. Silly.
Fascinating.
Fascinating. Where's everyone gone? The whole excitement stems from the fact that he was born in Conria. Yes, right. That he's not just Conrian by descendant, by blood, but was actually a citizen of Conria. That is significant. Unless they like severely misspoke by saying he was... By saying he was from Conria. Yeah, was he like frozen? Is he like... Not sure what to do with that, like timeline-wise. There you go, little buddy. Yeah, he's frozen in time. Like March.
Fascinating.
We're not going to go over how time flows differently in the Abyss as opposed to the rest of Tevat. See Enkonomia questline. Oh. Different flow of time. Alright, this guy needs one more, right? Or did that not count? It should have counted, right? Born on the road to Mondstadt? Below. Guess we'll have to wait and see. I feel like Venti's second story quest is going to give us a lot of that information. I must stack these higher than him. You mean I must stack them higher than him? You're welcome. What? Oh. Oh gosh, there's so many. La da da da. Na 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 na. Connection, bro. Is that not higher? Hope we get Venti story quest in 5.2. People were saying that maybe because there doesn't seem to be a Natlan story in. Oh, I get it. In 5.2, that maybe we'll be getting one, but I don't know. Isn't the point 2 always not necessarily filler, but like not main story? Here we go. .2 is always the climax. Oh. That's interesting. Because in the live stream they said that there wouldn't be. Natlan story in 5.2. They pointed 5.0, 5.1, 5.3, and 5.4, I think. Dame quest. I'd have to double check. Check the screenshot that I saw. Oh, that is it. Need the other piece that looks like this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah, so it's interesting that there's not going to be a Natlan Arkham quest in 5.2. So the pacing of the Natlan story is going to, I think, be somewhat different than Archon quests have been historically. You got 2 more? Don't go. Yeah, people have their expectations set very high for the Natlan, for the Venti story quest too. Jiao Wong, I'm gonna assume that you're asking that question in good faith, but that's not really something that I'm gonna talk about or rehash. But no, there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, 5.3 is gonna be the finale, but so the question is then, where are we gonna go after that? Or where do we need to go before that? Like, what's... Is 5.2 going to be like we're preparing for war? Oh, that wasn't enough. Okay. How's your day doing 12k non-buffed? I don't know. Well, actually, I do kind of know. Well, she's level 80, but she does have her signature weapon, so that's probably it. The question is, what's after Natlan? Hard to say. 5.3 Genshin Infinity War. Yeah. Oh, I guess I haven't checked constellations. C2. Very sanctity. HP. C1 is decent, I think. At HP and damage increase. Maybe Mondstadt. I mean, I can't help but hope for a Mondstadt expansion. Is the free 5-star right at 5 comes out? It'll be for the anniversary, which will be... Oh, what's the date? Genshin. It'll be in September, right? And anniversary. Oh, no, August. Oh, August 28th. Oh, wait, no. That's when... September 28th is the release date. So it will be in patch 5.0, but I don't think it will be... It depends. I actually don't know if they historically started right at the same time as the patch, or if they start the celebrations on the actual anniversary. I actually haven't paid much attention. Well, what's the big idea here? What do you want? Fish? Oh, wait. Is it this? Do I have blue? Maybe I need red? Maybe yellow here? Yeah, okay. And then brown here. And then the blue here. Ah, filling in these is so satisfying.
Tidy sum selling some of this.
Okay, that's 2 for this one, right? Ah, what do you mean? Yeah, the click sounds so good. I could have sworn I saw another one. Oh, that's the end of the world. I wish I kept with Genshin lore because I'm always FOMO. Yeah, I wish I could retain. I feel like I can't retain. Oh. Need something red. I feel like I have a hard time retaining it. Like, I can understand big concepts, but the specific details of like how certain things work, not my finest.
Hi Dish, I'm
Hi.
loving your daily streaming ATM.
Thank you. I'm glad. My thank you for the resub as well, Marnie. My finger has finally recovered from Insaniquarium. Something red. Gotta make the last one hardest. That's what Ashikai somebody name is here. Thank you, Ashikai. Oh. Ah! Thank you, Ashikai.
Well, how about that?
Something red. Wonder how big the scope is of this one. Connection point. But yeah, I'm probably gonna be picking a Deacon or maybe a Tignari. 3, 2. What's this? C3 versus C4. All nearby party members gain 60 elemental mastery for 8 seconds. Ooh. C4s are always quite tempting. Hey, you guys got any hints? It's blocked. Can't move it. Oh. What? What?
Dodge this. Ha!
We didn't need that, did we? Question? Not this one. There you go. Watch out, guys. I feel like the jokes around in this area have been really funny.
Fascinating.
I've enjoyed it. It is so silly. Stare. Great first time message, Godbrand. First time chatter. Great. Great. Okay, I should do what I came here for, which was this. He's a mermaid. Oh, wait. Throwing? Literally throwing? Wow, beautiful. So gorgeous. Hold down Simulanka. I'm trying to remember how to spell gorgeous. No, no, no! Dang it. I think I'm not supposed to hit those. I can't remember. Let's go, machine gun. Gunge. This reminds me of the transportation method in Kingdom Hearts. Maybe it's in both of them. Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2. The gummy ship. Yeah, the gummy ship. New daily dish clip. What is it? I wonder if he's gonna put the fortified floater target. Whoa. Oh my gosh. I'm hoping for the seagull story. Exposing me? Do I need any more exposing lately?
Hear me.
I have not done the energy amplifier event, no.
What's the hurry?
Whoa. Oh my gosh. Beep, 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 beep. Is it really already midnight? Oh, brother. Oh, brother.
How fortunate.
Oh, golly. Yay. Metropole trials. That's a quest, right? Thanks, Alex. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're enjoying. What seems to be the problem here? Oh, maybe that's been solved already. Dish not a real Kaya fan and confirmed. Oh no, not the quiz question. No, he got me. No. No. Caught. What do we caught? Oh my gosh. No purple? Oh, brother. Should do the other ones in case. Mutiny. No freaking way. No.
Is one of the first 3 natives of Mondstadt to join the
Wait.
Traveler's Quest.
True?
False! Kaya isn't actually a native to Mondstadt.
Oh.
He was born in Conrad, but was abandoned in Mondstadt as a child. He was
No.
later adopted by Diluc's dad. and all
Fake.
Alright, that
Fake.
last question was
No.
about keeping you on your toes.
Only makes sense
Freaking
they'd
tweak
save the best
question.
for last.
Yeah. You got me. Can't believe it. I didn't catch Mondstadt native. Actually, Kai is not a Mondstadt native. He is a Witwiconwian.
What's the hurry?
Alright, Titanium. Hook me up. Oh! Yay! Wait, do we? Twit question. Wow. Double. Oh, just one. Pity. $20. Oh, wow. Just 8 more to get the joyous letters. Da 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 da. La 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 la. Changing my wish list. Oh, cute. Like more flowers. Oh, evidently so. Oh, I love this one. Looks like a Kirby. Do you still play WoW? Yes. I have. I do. I pulled for Joja 2 days ago? I'll probably make that. I am making that into a YouTube video. On main. Narration footnotes. World Quest. Did you pull for Lily May? I did. She's now probably my second favorite under Floorbell.
So, are you all set? Ready to start investigating?
Oh, it's not a world quest.
Great!
It's a side quest. I didn't know that.
I've delivered packages all over, but you want to check out the area over there? Okay, I'll wait here for you.
Oh, sorry. Is this long? I guess I didn't think it was going to be voiced.
Looks like nobody has gotten around to repairing this house yet. Ugh, even I wouldn't dare to sleep in there. It might suddenly collapse in on you. Nothing to see here either. Maybe we can find someone to ask? Aha! Over there! I bet we'll find some people there. Let's go take a look. You wanna check out the area over there? Okay,
Sorry.
I'll wait here for you.
Sister, I was literally going where you went. Where you were going.
Uh-huh. I was sure there'd be people here.
There once was a goddess who ruled
Kirana.
over fate. Before she died, she left 3 riddles for the kingdom she had created.
What? Who said that?
Oz?
Long story short, on this day, a sentient feline, an outlander, and a diminutive pixie arrived on the scene. They saw a narrow path off to the side.
Okay, but which side?
No way.
Yeah.
This is
If
funny.
you gave ambiguous instructions like that to a Komania Express courier, they'd give you the parcel right back and tell you to write the delivery address more clearly.
Despite how obvious the answer was, the perplexed pixie and the flummoxed feline struggled to work it out. Although, perhaps a small part of the blame could be attributed to my dull narration. All right, let's
love
try
this.
again.
This is one of my favorite
Path on
tropes.
the left-hand side seemed to give off an enticing fragrance, as if to say, this is the way to wealth and glory.
Ooh, that sounds like the start of a good story. Then what? Then what?
Rise of this. He said oldly. Community. Community mentioned. I can't wait for the Community movie, dude.
The motley crew would soon spot a secret stone room. A prophecy had once foretold of a marquis who shall one day venture inside, and thus it is named the Future Marquis's Abode to Be. You like it? The Future Marquis's Abode to Be? Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
That was a little bit boastful.
But before you continue, I must warn you of the danger that lies ahead. For example, under no circumstances should you sit on the chair in the center. Otherwise, the consequences could be a bit embarrassing.
A chair in the center? I kind of lost my directions. I don't know where I am. The chair in the center. Now, where is the chair in the center? Because I need to go there.
Frostbite.
Ha! You asked for it.
I'm an idiot. I started thinking about Community. The underground? Where? I don't know what to... Navigate from the event page. It's because there's no... Like, you can't hit V like normal.
My people are used to the desert life.
Okay, let's go from event
Still,
page.
I hope
I think something happened.
one day they'll be able to find
Explore
an
the
oasis of
path
their own
ahead.
and leave the sandstorms behind for a better life.
Ah, there we go. Ooh, pretty.
So many summers, winters, springs, and falls, and now at last a hero hither strides.
This realm knows not what lies beyond its walls. Its secrets mystify the world outside.
Wait, new voices. Who are they?
Stop the poem. We have a situation. What's up with this person?
Traveler? Are you alright?
Turns out there's glue. Perfect.
Come on, you can do it! This can't be how our story ends.
Unstick yourself. The issue isn't that you can't break free, it's more that you don't want to tear your clothes in the process. They mean a lot to you. Yes, we know.
Can I give you a hand or a tail, even?
Clothes intact. Lore nugget. Clothing lore nugget.
As golden sunlight fills the firmament, the tabletop engrosses your attent. Perchance peruse these pages thence. They surely represent no ill intent.
Reminds me of the beginner's guide.
Why isn't she reading the files on the desk? Hey, but we're captivated by the epic poetry and enthralled by the outstanding storytelling. The Outlanders knew what their next objective was.
What's
Namely,
happening?
to remove the clockwork key from the raised platform up ahead.
What is that?
I just realized you said we all had to speak like bards, but every time you open up your mouth, I don't hear any rhymes.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's one standard for us and another for you. That's not fair, Cape.
Strong as stone, firm as steel, the Outlander pulls, but it does not yield.
This has happened many times before, but this time is different. A thought enters the Outlander's mind. Attack! Attack!
The attack's now over. Only one final step remains.
Now it is...
But alas, as was the case for all those who had come before, the key still did not move an inch. Wait, what? They got it out?
Finally! Come on, move your butts and your legs, assuming they're still in working order. It's showtime!
Mine now. My key
Welcome,
now.
Esteemed and noble Outlander, allow us to introduce ourselves.
We represent the 3 great clans of this realm, having been selected as its authorized historical supervisors.
Our purpose being to await the arrival of one such as yourselves, who shall remove the clockwork key.
My name is...
You're Cape, he's Albizzi, and that's Bobarano, right? You've done so much talking that we can already tell you apart by your voices.
Aren't we missing someone, though? The guy who led us here to begin with?
Who?
And thus was born the long-awaited fellowship, destined to uncover the truth of the past. Allow me to quote, if I may, in the history of Constellation Metropole, a new page has begun.
Him.
Well, there's no fourth person, so which of you is the ventriloquist? Come on, out with it.
We've never heard that voice before. But he sounds like he'd be good at reading bedtime stories to children.
Well, whoever it is, I don't know and I don't care. Forget about him. We have far more important things to focus on. Like, where our journey goes from here.
That key you hold is the pivot point about which the past and present of the Metropole revolve. However, between our 3 clans, there is some dispute over the historical record.
Each clan has its own version of history, detailing the clan's origins and the tale of the dragon of old. And unfortunately, we don't know which one is the truth.
Dragon? You mean the one that's been acting up recently?
Oh, no, not that one, you adorable little pixie. When I say dragon of old...
He means a dragon that would be really, really old if it was still with us today, but it was defeated in ancient times. The new one has nothing to do with our clan history.
Was that supposed to be a joke? Anyway, so you've been waiting for someone to remove the key so you can finally explore the truth of the past?
Not just explore it,
Who else does he
but
voice?
argue incessantly about it. Honestly, I don't care that much. Cape's the one who's always bothering us about it.
What we need to figure out is who resolved the dragon crisis. We have to know that before we can decide which is the supreme clan.
The moment you removed the key from where it was lodged, you became the honorary Marquis. We humbly beseech you, noble Outlander.
I'm gonna move the chat out of the way. It's covering. The subtitles. Oh, it looks, that's not, okay. You go here. And I'll... go here. Perfect.
Noble traveler Marquis, we ask you to help us. You and your...
Sorry for manhandling you like that.
talking Puss in Boots and the pale floating pixie.
Puss in Boots? Are you serious?
Well...
It's better than demon feline, but still...
That's fair.
Embrace it, my friend. Embrace it. Most cats don't wear boots or speak, do they?
I'm not even a cat. I'm a nekomata. Now that you know the word, I expect you to use it.
Please allow me to lead you all to a sacred memorial site. It will be much easier to explain what needs to be done once we are there. This place is sacred to my clan. It's where our brave forefathers once took up arms against the dragon of old. After a bitter battle that dragged on for many days and nights, finally, our forefathers fought the dragon into submission, and it fled. They took turns, though. Some forefathers worked the day shift, while others worked the night shift. So they say. It's just a legend, though.
Wait a second? Did I just hear you admit that your clan's history is just a legend?
History, legend, who cares? My clan was definitely courageous, that's the point. That's the truth. And isn't the truth what we've all been arguing about non-stop for all these years?
Capet's words gave the traveler food for thought. Could it be that the truth in a fictional world is equivalent to fiction in the real world? But that would have to wait. Apparently, Capet was not alone in his pilgrimage to this sacred site. Unwanted company had arrived. The traveler and the talking cat, Nekomata, decided to teach them some manners.
This is delightful. Oh, trial.
Eat this!
Barbados!
Wow. A true display of heroism and valor. It was as if the spirits of my ancestors were fighting through you.
Here's a thought.
Your martial prowess
Manners
and show
taught.
of courage are a more vivid reenactment of my ancestors' feats that suit the modern aesthetic. Now, let's get down to business. As we all know, time is but an illusion. Time may flow line by line, page by page, or frame by frame, but usually it flows in the form of springs and gears.
And that clockwork key you have in your hand can turn back time and make the past reappear.
Well, actually, my view is that the illusion of time is more of a problem of consciousness. Gears power the body, while the body is the vessel of the conscious mind. But the mind cannot understand the dimension of time, so we experience instead an endless continuum of moments as the pinion of now turns along the rack of ages.
I'm getting flashbacks to when I was delivering packages to the Sumeru Academia.
A teacher once asked Albizzi what his greatest fear was, and he replied, dragons. Boberano was asked the same question. He replied, time, and repeated the argument we just heard.
I'm trying to see if these are representative of characters.
He replied, Boberano.
Capet, Boberano, and Albiza? What, Albedo, Barbados, and Capet. Carpet.
The manuscript that tells the truth of the historical record.
Caribert.
To all of creation. The work of the great mage themselves.
Just a guess.
It can be found at the beginning of the Girak.
Silly
and
speculation.
On the very first page of the book.
Paimon didn't follow all that, but basically, you're just saying that we need to put the key in and turn it all the way back?
Exactly. It is said that in the beginning, the goddess of creation took the goddess of fate's manuscript as a blueprint, placed it under the goddess of prophecy's starry realm, and generated the world from a few magic arrays. So in a few moments, when the great clockwork key turns the local time here back to the very beginning, we will restore the magic arrays back to their original configurations.
Hold on. Isn't stealing part of the blueprint of creation a little dangerous? Also, how are we supposed to know the original configurations of the magic arrays?
Well, the general shapes of the configurations have been passed down over the ages. They now form the family crests of each of our clans. So you'll just need to reference my family crest and join the dots accordingly.
Gazee.
To address your other concern, when the house has already been built, do you really think that taking away the construction crew and blueprint will cause it to collapse?
The Traveller Marquis prepares to insert the great clockwork key into the nearby keyhole.
Tying.
I guess we should start here?
Wait.
Behold, the sacred writings that record the truth of... No, wait. That have shaped the truth of history. Gather round and let us
Shaped the
bear
truth of
witness.
history. Oh. Everyone's present lack of self-preservation is not bravery, but rather wrath. Woo. If we desire to face danger after calming ourselves, only then can we truthfully call our sentiment valor. That's heat. Just gonna save that.
Feast your eyes, rejoice, and cheer, for this is the unquestionable truth. Look at the signature. Nobody is capable of forging that.
I don't believe it. So, all along, our histories have been false?
Don't lose heart, Albizzi. It does not follow from his is true that ours are false.
That might be the most bogus logic I've ever heard. Keep up the mental gymnastics, Boberano. Been waiting for that look of jealousy on your face my whole life, and I'm gonna savor it.
And yet, it seemed that this conundrum could indeed have more than one solution. Everyone agreed that there may be more than one truth. The party decided to visit the sacred sites of the other clans and see what their documents had to
Postmodernism discussion.
Isn't a narrator
Arguments.
supposed to remain detached and objective? It feels like you're forcing a narrative agenda on us here. Well, whatever. I'm in a good mood. Let's do it. The instructions say to repeat the process 3 times, and besides, I'm looking forward to watching you both be sorely disappointed.
Let's do my clan next. I'll lead the way.
I don't know how objective truth
We'll need the key again, right?
functions in
Let me see if I can pull it out.
a fantasy
Yoink.
universe. I bet they know about Brad Summer. Yeah, he talks like he knows about Brad Summer. I think he knows the apple's rotten right to the core.
no pedestal in which to place the great clockwork key, only a locked door.
Adjust!
Where's your clan's pedestal? Oh, let me guess, you hid it away in advance to save yourself the embarrassment of having it exposed as a fake?
You done? Okay. Now, since my clan's main claim to fame is...
Misinformation, half-truths, and fabrication.
Shut up!
Shut up, Cape.
I like Cape.
I swear, if I wind up dead one day, the murderer was Bobarano. Let those be my last words.
My clan's claim to fame is that we outwitted the Dragon of Old and stole its treasure. Ergo, all articles of value that we own, including the pedestal for the clockwork key, lie behind that door.
But what about the mountains of money?
Next step is open the door?
Almost. There's one step before that. The door is protected by a smart interrogation system. We have to answer its questions, and if we get them wrong, we will alert law enforcement.
Jeez. Well, do you at least know the answers?
The correction fluid of time has dyed white the pages of the Book of Wisdom. No, I don't know the answers. But worry not.
Beautifully said.
I had a quick word with the constabulary in advance. They'll ignore the alarm if we get the questions wrong, so answer without fear.
Hobbit door.
Question 1. Who is it?
Dish Marquise and her retinue.
The great yokai, Nekomata in boots.
And the trusty travel
Nice.
guide pixie. Travel guide.
FBI, open up!
Question 2. By which virtue did the ancients defeat the dragon?
If this is the right answer, I swear I'll...
Correct!
Yep.
A barefaced lie. So low.
I knew that because I read the poem.
Question 3. Which is more real? The fiction of the outside world or the truth of this world?
Ooh. Ooh, that's a tough question.
Please try to avoid being unnecessarily cruel in your response.
Question 3. Which is
What?
more real? The fiction of the outside world or the truth of this world?
Hear, hear! Who can be sure that the
Oh, I
outside world
see.
isn't just a dream? And that when the dreamer wakes up, they won't just find themselves inside a novel?
What do you mean, narrator? Do you mean I hit the nail on the head? That both are false?
There is no way to know, therefore both are equally real.
I don't know if I agree with that.
All correct. You may have the key pedestal.
Traveler Marquis, you know what must be done. Please insert the great clockwork key.
That's some intense philosophy discussion.
Oh, and this is my family crest.
Key? Question mark. Yeah, equally real can also mean they're both equally false. That's true. That's true. They didn't ascribe us. It didn't actually say how real they were. Technically, equally real is the same as equally false. It's just like two sides of the same coin. What the heck?
Do we really need this one?
Yeah, I don't think so. This looks weird. Is it? Eh? Oh, wait.
The Traveller Marquis draws a design that is practical and aesthetically pleasing in equal measure. One thing it is not, however, is correct. I think you should take another look at Bobarano's family crest and have another go.
Okay. I think I'm confused by what posts are available. There's so many. Do we really need this one? Is it? Oh, I see. I see. Oh, 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 I see. Oh
Now, let me see what
elaborate fiction the Clan of Wisdom was able to conjure up.
If anyone's listening, I would like to submit these as my last words. I surrender. I'm the one who murdered Cappe.
Okay. Halt, I am qualified. I'm a qualified second class maester. The Radiant Charter states that should I refuse the duel, you cannot use force. This restriction did indeed exist, so the wicked dragon swallowed its flame whole. How it's dreaded going to the toilet tomorrow. You're telling me a dragon can use a toilet? These riddles. My house sold for 8,000 more yesterday, but I thought there was room to raise the price, so I brought it back for 9,000, and I'm planning to sell it for 10. How much more did I lose in the end? The dragon laughed hard in contempt. What's so hard about that? You could have waited until it hit 10 to make your move, but you sold it for 8, bought it for 9, so you lost 1,000 more that you could have earned instead. Wrong. You burned my house down yesterday, and I couldn't sell it in time, so I've lost far more. Sorry, I mean, I do have to burn a house. You happened not to be home, so I might as well hit one that doesn't result in any loss of life. Now that you've lost this contest, I have the right to lose the same value as your life, minus 1 mora. And considering that you've burned my house, I can seek damages. Let's assume that my house is worth just 1 mora. Well then, Wicked Dragon, you know what to do with yourself. Please spare me, I'll give you anything. Your words, not mine, as he pulled out a contract he'd written long ago. Thus did Antonio use his wisdom to take an evil dragon's treasures. The dragon, devastated, would never again return to attack. Wow. Many years later, a child asked Antonio, you sold your place for 8,000, but you spent 9,000 buying it back. So it looks like you actually did lose 1,000 more. This is so good.
Look, my clan's history is true as well. There's that same unforgeable signature again, right here. What?
I rushed through this because I thought I wouldn't have time to finish it, but now I regret it. Well, hey, you're watching with us now, so, you know.
Oh, does this mean that my clan is the only odd one out?
Given that my clan's wisdom is such a subject of ridicule in your eyes, I will now appeal to my own personal intelligence, which I believe far surpasses that of my clan at large, and make a prediction. It seems likely that the claims made by each of our clans regarding their history and virtue are all true.
Boberano? How can that be?
Oh, I get what's going on. Once, when I was drinking with Gujiyai, she bet me a round of dried fish, and I couldn't guess which cup the umeboshi was under.
Wow.
Whichever one I guessed, I was always wrong, and Gujiyai would lift a different cup to reveal the umeboshi. But then, I learned later from one of the shrine maidens, Miyuki, that all of the cups had an umeboshi under them. Just goes to show, I still got a long way to go before I become a great yokai.
I would love to see fan art of that.
Oh, don't mind Fox. lady. That's just her way of teasing you.
Yai and Kirara playing drinking games at the bar.
Actually, that reminds me. We can now open these 3 treasure chests. And unlike the guessing game you mentioned, this one's not a trick.
Cool. Well, once you've plundered the last of Bobarano's family wealth, we can go to my clan's place.
Wow. TG, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
Yoink.
Oh, I guess you don't need that. Fascinating. 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 What's happening here? Phew! What's he doing? Sleeping? I do not see it. Talking about drinking games to the traveler who can only drink juice and milk. Why does no one believe that the traveler is like of age? Poor thing. Watching your YouTube for ages? Oh my gosh, welcome. Welcome to Twitch. I hope you enjoy your time here.
The cohort of truth-seekers followed Albizzi to his clan's sacred site. They arrived to the site of a giant guard towering over them.
Up ahead is my clan's gigantified guard. He can be a little pig-headed, and he's incredibly strong. Your weapons won't even scratch him.
Wait, but wasn't Kappe's clan the one that's all about strength? So, what do you guys believe in then?
Oh, the guard is one of Kappe's people. Size is a coveted trait in the clan of strength, after all. Mine is the clan of empathy, and our key contribution is growth serum.
What's empathetic about that?
Our ancestors believed that, just maybe, the dragon of old didn't mean us any harm at all. Perhaps the dragon simply didn't notice us, since we are so very tiny. So, they drank the growth serum and grew even larger than the dragon. Then, they set the dragon down, calmly explained their perspective, and eventually taught it how to empathize.
Oh, wow. Impressive.
The
Surely
serum
that's
isn't what it
true.
once was, though. Nowadays, it doesn't make you grow all that much, and it actually makes you lose your empathy. So, I advise we take a detour.
Oh.
Despite Albizzi's words of caution, somebody, no doubt, has other ideas. Surely we could avoid a conflict with the guard, they think to themselves, if we could just try to understand one another. You could, of course, just take the path to your left and go around. But some people are gluttons for punishment. It's all part of the experience, I suppose.
The crossroads between having a conversation that's not worth having and just protecting your peace. Can't remember the last quest I didn't spam click through. I just won money for the slot machine. I play a lot of I have different gacha games that I play like that. Like AFK Journey, I've not paid attention to a single quest. I just like the clicking. I'm gonna do the wisdomous thing and go to my left.
Why is my own clan treating me like a villain?
You've been away too long. We all have. Feels like we've been waiting forever.
We should be getting close.
Why is this place so full of junk? Are you the kind of people who never throw away the box when you buy something because you're worried you won't be able to return it without the original packaging?
Dude, why is this so... Why? I feel like I'm being attacked. AFK's plot has gotten good. I totally believe you, but I just literally don't have room or time to pay attention to another gacha game story. But I like the characters and I like the gameplay and I like wishing. So I skip everything.
We'll never find the Oracle Pillars in all this mess.
Never mind that. We have a more pressing issue. It seems there's a slight problem with my clan's family crest. The Marquis may need to utilize their wisdom to solve the issue.
I think we can fill in the blanks here. It's like an E.
Too, huh? Well, you guys have a bit of everything, don't you? Except empathy.
Over here! I found it! Keep the noise down!
Can't you destroy the boxes a little more quietly?
No.
What's the hurry?
Hey.
I'll go keep watch.
All right. Wait, hold on. I'm getting confused.
Apparently that was incorrect. But don't blame yourself. It's Albizi's clan's fault for taking terrible care of their family crest. How could they let something so important get so dirty?
This is the last one.
All right. Uno más. That's why I download HSR, but I'm this close to getting invested. HSR, I really like. So I've done a few side quests like offline. But yeah, like Wuthering Waves, I'll pay attention to the main quests. But like, the thing I like most about Wuthering Waves is the gameplay, not necessarily like the story. But I have enjoyed. I would say I've enjoyed them less than I've enjoyed Hoyoverse quests, but I still like them. But like world quests, I just skip through. I don't see myself getting invested in the lore, but I can enjoy the movies, you know. The main quests are like very cinema, you know. I just don't have time. I just don't have room in my brain or heart for that many gacha stories. I got like 2.5 tops. Oh my gosh. They didn't explain and teach the dragon empathy. They scared it to death. Oh, maybe they did actually. Not without peeling off scales.
The signature. So it's true. Empathy is one of the founding virtues of Constellation Metropole too.
Just as we suspected, all three are the truth.
Okay. Well, this is a lot to process. I feel a little empty inside. Yes, we found the truth, but there's too much truth.
I get you. It's like in Inazuma, when there were only 6 books in the Mirage Warrior series, it was really popular. But by the time book number 88 came out, nobody wanted to read it. And all lost interest.
A brief moment of joy is drowned out by a growing feeling of melancholy. But perhaps there is a glimmer of hope to be found too? Anyone?
Surely.
Anyone? All right, I'll say it. How is it the case that these 3 versions of history can all be true at once?
Multiple realities. Multiverse.
That's exactly what Paimon was wondering, but Boborano kind of already explained it away earlier. So Paimon was worried she'd look stupid for asking the question.
It's not a stupid question at all, my dear little pixie. While I did postulate that different truths may coexist, there is an issue when it comes to these 3 truths in particular. The problem is, all 3 truths are the history of the exact same thing, namely the dragon and the Metropole's origins. Yet all 3 bear the signature, showing that they're genuine.
Okay. So.
Suddenly, the sound of a bell rings out.
Boom.
The bell! It rang once! What does that mean again? Ah, yes! Highest level of emergency! Everyone to the main entrance! Stat! Bring all the glue traps and place them outside the gates!
The whole city is on the lookout, and there's only one way out. It's the path right in front of you.
Thanks, narrator. Appreciate it. This quest is fun.
Why'd they ring the bell anyway? Also,
they're outside. After them.
Great. Good timing for that voice line to trigger.
Arrest these suspicious
Oh, oops.
The bell. It rang once.
Oh,
what does that mean again? Ah, yes. Highest level of emergency. Everyone to the main entrance. Stat. Bring all the glue
That's a big boy.
Outside the gates.
The whole city is on the lookout, and there's only one way out. It's the path right in front of you.
Why'd they ring the bell anyway?
They're outside.
Stupid.
After them.
Move!
What
the heck? I couldn't move!
The bell. It rang once.
Bro!
What does that mean again? Ah, yes. Highest level of emergency. Everyone to the main entrance. Stat. Bring all the glue traps and place them outside the gates.
Glorp!
The whole city is on the lookout, and there's only one way out. It's the path right in front of you.
Why'd they ring the bell anyway? Also, why is 1 ring the highest level of emergency?
Obviously because you have to respond fast when it's an emergency. It'd be a bit too late if they waited till the 99th ring.
Okay.
They're outside. After them.
Let me move! Let me move! What is going on with this quest?
The bell. It rang once. What does that mean again?
What am I doing wrong?
Yes. Highest level of emergency. Everyone to the main
I'm
entrance.
stuck.
Stat. Bring all the glue traps and place them outside the gates.
The whole city is on the lookout, and there's only one way out.
It gives me like a split second before I'm caught. It's a bit of Samsara. Am I supposed to like walk down a specific way or something?
Also, why is 1 ring the highest level of emergency?
Obviously because you have to
They're outside. After them.
I came off! Freaking Genshin Impact. It's like not even coming. Where is it? Oh, there he is. I don't know what I did.
Don't know if we'll still be needing this clockwork key, but I yoinked it out before we ran, just in
Yoink.
case.
Okay, but back to the truth problem. There are 3 conflicting versions of the truth, and somehow they're all still true. What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. I doubt anyone here in Simulanka can make sense of it. All we do know is that any manuscript bearing her signature has to be valid.
Well, she is the goddess of fate, the creator of all this. And all these manuscripts are her grand design.
The reason we argued about who was right was that we didn't know enough about the truth of the past. But now we have the truth. So we just have to accept it. As surely as we will follow the clockwork path designed for us, so is this the course that history has taken. It is clear and incontrovertible.
We will never argue again.
Incontrovertible.
Thank you all.
Is that all there is to it? Is this where the decision made at the first crossroads of destiny has led us to? A pointlessly happy ending?
Interesting. So they're just accepting. Well, God made it that way.
Overthinking it would be equally pointless. Well, that's enough for one day. Time to take a break.
Could you be any more cryptic? You're planning something. Paimon knows it.
Whatever happens, today was a breakthrough in my journey of discovery. I will go back and share it with my clan.
Me too.
And me.
Let's leave it there for today then. I'm sure we'll find out what else Mr. Narrator has planned for us tomorrow.
Nice. Interesting. Is this one of those like 3-parter quests? Oh, my resin's full. Oops. Hello, tired froglet. Me too. Ugh. Please. I think you're almost done. See, I've learned to hear that and then instantly assume that it's cap. Because how many times have I been told that I have 30 minutes left in a quest, only to have it be an hour and a half or longer? Penacony. Yeah, my false perception, my false expectation for Penacony almost ruined my experience with the second. I would say in hindsight, one of the better quests. Because I was so tired and brain dead by the end. You're almost done, yay! 3 hours left. I just will never listen to chat. Wait until 8 the next day. See, I feel like, frankly, I feel like I should be able to click this and it should take me to the clock. I think that'd be a nice little quality of life update. I should be able to click this and it should take me to the clock. Because, like, when else do we open the clock?
Come on. Let's get moving.
Here's what I'll do. Oh yeah.
Thought the traveler, before she was overcome by a creeping sense of foreboding.
Yeah, okay.
The voice in her head grew louder. Must go to Pendulum Lane.
Wow. Great storytelling, bro.
Something must have happened here after all. Everyone's crowded around.
Oh my god, this is terrible! I don't understand. The three great clans of Constellation Metropole have finally made peace with each other. Who could have done this?
What?
What happened? Oh no, someone's lying on the ground.
Carpet!
Hey!
No!
How did this happen?
Cappy, you idiot! Wake up! You need to revise your last words or everyone's gonna start suspecting me!
Last words? What did he say?
Detective looking dude. It's fire.
If I wind up dead one day, the murderer was Boberano.
Those were his last words?
Ugh, you could have at least pretended to not remember it.
I'm sorry, Boberano, but this is an interrogation. I have to give the detective straight answers.
It's so funny.
Don't worry, Boberano. I don't consider you a suspect, nor do I have the authority to charge anyone with a crime. So, are you the last people to have had contact with him? My sincere
Contact with him.
You were travel companions, right? It's a real
Right,
tragedy.
right.
I'm afraid he'll be out cold for another hour and a half, at least.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's despicable. Hitting someone in the back of the head is the second worst act of cruelty there is. The first being replacing their gear oil with extra strong glue.
So, he's not dead?
His gears, metal frame, and shell.
Metal frame.
Condition.
Why is he Australian? He's not.
Energy supply that's been all messed up.
That's British, I'm pretty sure.
Wait. But surely you can't be suggesting that just because Cape isn't broken, there's no need to go looking for the culprit.
That's British. It sounds like one of the characters in Ted Lasso.
No, there's a
Cockney.
huge need.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, this is rapidly turning into a cold case.
Cold
There's no
case.
evidence and no witnesses.
I like it.
Unless there's an official clockwork pedestal that
Clockwork
got us a property
pedestal.
around here somewhere.
Somewhere. I like that accent.
Okay. Excuse me.
Actually, this is a great opportunity for me to play one of my favorite clips from the entire show. If I can find it.
Big man Roy Kent? No.
Oh my gosh, no. Please. I'm gonna get bonked. This is saving to my VOD. I am an ugly, ugly boy. With bad hair. One of my favorites. Jamie's like trying to suck up. So he's just like agreeing with everything Roy says. Roy catches on so quick.
Then suddenly the long-lost dragon of old flew across the sky.
It's great. Jamie Tart has one of the best arcs in the entire show.
Where?
I didn't see anything. Wait, why can't I move?
Oh, my mistake. It was just a cloud. Or a bird. Or something. If only we could turn time
Jamie da
backwards
da
and
da
replay
da
the
da.
crime.
Jamie da.
Isn't that one of those
Interesting.
clockwork socket things right behind you?
Ah, so it is. No wonder everyone here is suddenly struggling to move. Traveller, if you please, let's recreate the crime scene.
Back we go.
The crime scene's too chaotic. I can't make heads or tails of it.
he just falls over. Okay, we've watched that. We've watched it. Next slide, please.
Well, that clears it up. Cappe was walking along the street, and he
Walking
suddenly
along the
collapsed.
street,
He
and
was
he
faking it.
suddenly collapsed. He was faking it.
What? So case closed? Aren't you supposed to investigate a little more first?
Well, we literally replayed the crime scene and saw it with our own eyes. There's no need for any evidence gathering or powers of deduction now. And besides, maybe the truth is inherently strange by nature. Like how Constellation Metropole has 3 histories, each of which is the truth.
British. Oh.
But didn't you say Cappe was struck in the back of the head and knocked unconscious?
For all I know, he could have bashed his head against a toilet bowl before leaving the house. Then walked here in a daze before finally passing out. As for why he might have done that, my guess
Weird.
is...
Detective. Kind of sus.
With the Supreme Clan question left unanswered and the tension in Constellation Metropole suddenly wiped away, he was looking to create a new source of conflict. Only then would the city feel alive again.
Alive.
Do we really think he's capable of that, though? Sounds like a pretty complicated conspiracy for the average Simulanka resident.
Traveler, something about the crime scene isn't sitting right with me. It just seems unnatural. Also, anything outside of the immediate area won't have appeared in the replay. Is it possible that something was missing from the scene? Why don't we search the area?
Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, we're gonna head to Cappe's house to check the toilet bowl for signs of an impact.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Very suspicious. Sir. Oh. This.
You're not from these parts, are you? Just visiting?
Yep, that's right. Why? What's up?
Ah, well, I was gonna offer you a great job in the Titanium mines. A safe and secure working environment.
Doesn't sound very safe. At least not as safe as being a courier.
To keep the Titanium ore intact, we use specially designed pickaxes that can't cut through it. Even if you struck a person with it, it wouldn't so much as leave a scratch. And in terms of labor intensity, the work has been rated as Class 2 physical labor by a reputable organization. Even cats can do it.
I'm not... never mind. I give up.
Welcome to Paimon's world.
Mind you, I don't know what happened today, but somehow a pickaxe has gone missing. Maybe one of the giant guards broke it down, so someone took it to perform a rapid resuscitation procedure.
Sounds pretty brutal for a first aid technique. Still, a missing pickaxe. Huh. Is it just me, Traveler, or does it seem kinda suspicious?
Excellent observation, Miss Nekomata.
Come here. Whatever it is you were looking to buy, please do come back tomorrow. It's just, I have to close early today.
Oh?
A bottle of growth serum has gone missing. If someone's stolen it with the intention of harming others, the consequences could be disastrous. There's a whole investigation into it, so I gotta close the shop while I do an inventory count. If it turns out I'm wrong and I miscounted, I could be charged with filing a false report and disturbing the peace.
Yes, my live stream VOD.
There's a strange potion bottle here. Looks so weird.
is on Daily Dish only. Because I ended up deciding to blur the chat for a good section of it, because we had some I would say the overall vibe of chat was like excessively negative, and I didn't really know what to do about it in the moment. So I kind of just let it play out. But I just didn't expect it. I expected people to be able to like enjoy the good parts of the live stream, which there were lots. Well, and also acknowledging the things they don't like, but not to have every good thing overshadowed with some sort of criticism. So I don't want to blast that out on my channels, so I covered the chat during the much of the live stream section. So yeah, you can see it's on Daily Dish.
I didn't know you were such a slut.
Shush. Shush.
Hello there. Have you seen my spear by any chance? Someone was shouting about a dragon a minute ago, and I instinctively threw it into the sky.
What? That's too bad. Yeah. I've tried to figure out what attracted that kind of energy, because I feel like I've made it pretty clear that like there are some issues that I have with Natlin design choices, specifically character designs, but I feel like I've made it pretty clear that I still really love the game, so I don't know where that hyper negative energy came from. But yeah, at least I will be more prepared for it next time, I guess.
There's a spear here. It looks so mysterious.
Me when I instinctively throw my spear in the sky.
A pickaxe? What is it doing all the way down here?
Hating is
Gotta be a
fun.
story behind it. Let's take it.
Well, people can hate, but they just, in the future, I'm just not gonna. They can hate in their own places. Like I don't know why people got the impression that like I'm a hater and that I would be cool with that. I just didn't. I just tried to ignore it while I was streaming, like because I couldn't pause the live stream because it was live for the once. So I just tried to ignore it, but still, it like bothered people enough watching it back that I was just decided to remove it. You had a ramen tub and it was fire? Which one? I want to have the Dokboki one. But yeah, ultimately it's on me for not dealing with it in the moment, either by just like putting it in sub-only mode or saying something, like taking a moment to say something. But it is what it is. I learned from it. Teriyaki tempura. Yummy.
If it was the growth serum.
Also, the bottle
Let's say one of. If so.
And if the guard is the people?
Let's say one of the.
Oops.
If it was the pickaxe.
Actually, you're wrong there, Paimon. The foreman at the mine was just saying, this kind of pickaxe is designed not to damage titanium, so it couldn't cause any superficial damage to residents here.
I ended up having to leave the live stream because it was making me uncomfy. Yeah, yes. I don't know if you could tell in the moment if you were here during the live stream that I was uncomfortable. And I was trying to decide what to do. But it was just all happening so fast. The easiest thing would have just been to put it in sub mode. And yeah, I don't know. I was just kind of so surprised. I was like, surely it'll calm down. But it didn't. It didn't. So I just kind of stopped looking at chat for a while. But you guys still had to see it, you know? It's tough because, okay, just to put it quickly and simply, making jokes is one thing, or like acknowledging issues, that's one thing, but choosing to be negative and hateful and aggressive and like passive aggressive about every good change because of a negative component that's not even being referenced, like, that's not cool. It just reading it, it was very like immature and childish. Not everyone, but a lot of people who were kind of like egging each other on. And I reached my breaking point when we got to the music section. In the way I saw a few comments and I was like, oh my gosh, like, can we not hold two truths at the same time? That like certain issues regarding character design, like that can also be true, but this accurate, tasteful, amazing music, like, can that not just be appreciated for what it is? And like, I was like shocked at some of the messages I was reading. So that at that point I turned into sub only mode and I was like, man, why didn't I do that sooner? So it was a learning experience, to say the least. Yeah, people being negative over changes because it took so long. Okay, should we have not gotten the change? Yeah, seriously. I saw like someone replied to my tweet about the 50-50. It was like, what the heck is 5% gonna do? Or they could have made it 75-35. Are you kidding? A change from 50-50 chance to 55-45 chance is huge in gacha games. That's crazy. 75-35 doesn't even add up. It might have been 70-30. I swear I saw 75-35 though. Hater math. I was like, gosh, sometimes. Like, I love Genshin Impact. I love what the game has done. But man, sometimes the community is nauseating. Yeah. Anyway, it was frustrating, so I was just like, man, is this the type of energy that I'm attracting? Like, I've said my piece about Natlink characters. I've addressed it and acknowledged it. I've contacted Hoyoverse. I've said no to sponsorships. I've talked about it repeatedly on stream, but I've also continued to make content around Genshin Impact because there is so much good. Like, there's no perfect love. I feel like I've made that clear in my words and my actions. So I was like, where does this nasty hater energy coming from? Like, why is this happening? Yeah. So anyway, if you watched the live stream on my channel and were disappointed or annoyed by the chat, trust me, I was too. Extremely annoyed. I think you attract young people to certain issues and don't know how to fight and raise concerns sustainably. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Maybe people just saw me as like, this person has spoken about issues, therefore I have free reign to be like a passive aggressive hater during the entire live stream. Like, brudge. I was like, this is not representative of my community normally, because we've had plenty of good, like, healthy, nuanced conversations about this. But all that nuance went out the window during the live stream. So I was like, okay, these are tourists. These are people who are not normally here. And yeah, again, ultimately it is my fault for not putting it in sub-only mode and not stopping it. Because it's my chat. Like, it's my environment. And I had the responsibility falls on me. I was just really unprepared and surprised. Passive aggression, hating for fun is super exhausting and uncomfortable. Yeah, if you're doing it, like, if you're going to do that in your own, like, from your own accounts, in your own spaces, like, that's fine. But doing that in, especially in someone else's Twitch chat, like, in a communal space, that's not, like, yours, so to speak. You agree with me on one thing, that means you agree with me on all my negative ideas kind of mentality. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, basically. I should actually look at my stats. I'm curious how many like first time chatters there were. I mean, a lot of people just are on the internet to hate for fun. It's so unproductive. So unproductive. Unique viewers. Unique chatters. Let me see. New. How can I see new chatters? Yeah, we went from about 40 to 50 chatters to about 200 chatters in like a 10-minute span. Yeah, we peaked at 2,000, which hasn't been... I haven't peaked at 2,000 in a long time. But yeah, anyway, it was a learning experience. Now I know how to handle it better. I just, honestly, like, our community's been so awesome for so long that I haven't had to put restrictions on chat in forever. Like, I haven't had to put my chat in sub-only mode in ages. Which is great. And I'm ultimately, like, very proud and happy with that. But just this one thing, it backfired. My comfort. Anyway. I'm gonna be here way longer than I need to if I don't resume the quest.
But you could probably knock someone out if you hit them hard enough. And it wouldn't leave a scratch. Let's take this back to the crime scene and replay it one more time.
Ah, you're back. How was the toilet at Cape's house?
Toilet? What about it? Oh, yeah, forget that.
Pickaxe.
What's this about? What are you trying to say?
We thought the way Cape fell looked odd, so we searched the area for suspicious items and found this. It could have been deliberately placed out of range of the crime scene so it wouldn't show up when we replayed it. Now we've retrieved it, we were gonna replay it again. You don't mind, do you?
Oh, I just remembered I forgot to turn off the clockwork switch in my kitchen. Yeah, I think I'll just,
Oh, no, you stay right there.
Was it like that in the 4.0? No, 4.0 was great. All of the .0s have been nice experiences.
We should be good now.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it ruined the experience, but reading comments on my Daily Dish channel was definitely caused some anxiety. But ultimately, I think I learned more from it than anything else. Oh my gosh, there he goes! Oh, he boomeranged it! What the heck? That's skillful, honestly. He deserved it. Like, he deserves to get the bonk for that. That's too much skill. I feel like the whole community in general wasn't negative as 5.0. Yeah.
It was you!
Yeah, no. I mean, in general, there's a ton of negativity around 5.0. But there's a difference between criticism, like valid criticism, and just being obnoxious. And,
I would congratulate you for cracking the case, but since I did such an abysmal job of covering my tracks, didn't exactly have your work cut out for you. So, all I can say is... catch me if you can!
Okay. I'm honestly surprised the VOD watchers were paying attention to chat.
That's it. Let me at him.
This is a pretty small box.
Dispatched the Necromancer and Boots, who ran off in pursuit
Go,
of the
Necromancer.
Let's go, using skills and quests. Yeah!
The minion's poor little lower back was protesting painfully against the intense physical activity. He decided to take the elevator, giving him a moment to catch his breath. Really? His lower back asked. But the minion had no other choice. He resolved to make the jump down. By this point, the Necromancer in boots was gasping for air. The minion was huffing and puffing, even more loudly.
How did he just poof away?
Not. Don't underestimate the gold level courier of the Komania Express.
Why am I still a...
A characteristically catty response from the Necromancer. Tell me, what do you hope to gain from bullying me?
Bullying me?
Some steam.
Meow. Meow.
Ha-ha! You fell into my trap. Oh, and by the way, remember the glue you got stuck on when you first entered the future Marquis's abode to be? That was also me. I did it using my powers.
Rats. Oh, I'm so jealous of you guys right now. You can just jump out of your shoes and keep running, but Wait.
The unnamed minion made a last-ditch escape attempt. He began his long climb. Sorry, up the wall. The tall
climb.
Wall. He began his long climb up the tall wall.
You call that a tall...
I'm beat. I surrender.
Keels over and dies.
You've got nowhere left to run.
All right. I confess.
That was fast.
Getting caught by you here was a backup plan. I don't know if what I've done will make things better or not. Time to come clean. I am the narrator. The one who's been guiding you all this time.
Oh.
You're overdoing it a little bit there. Anyway, I only did what I did because...
Why are you suddenly spilling the beans?
I poured my heart and soul into all this. I was worried you wouldn't ask. The truth is, I was one of the first conscious beings ever made by the goddess of creation. And I've known for a long time that this whole world is just a fairy tale written by the goddess of fate. I know they say that fairy tales are just made up for kids to read, but I refuse to believe that fairy tales are just fictional stories and nothing more. The reason why Constellation Metropole has 3 origin stories is that the goddess of fate wrote 3 drafts and couldn't decide which one she liked best. Then her cat trod all over them, and they all got crumpled together, so the 3 worlds just sort of folded into one.
Dang, that's so cool. Just, gosh, I just can't believe this is a limited area. Just incredible work.
The goddess of fate was torn between them anyway, since she couldn't decide which ending was best for the dragon or the kids. So when she saw what the cat had done, she simply decided to go with all 3.
Who'd have thought? But what does any of this have to do with what you did?
You're not a fictional character, so You couldn't hope to understand my sorrow. Honestly, I don't think there's anyone in all of Simulanka who would understand. Every day that I experience, every interaction I have with another person, is it really all just a work of fiction? The only reason the three great clans wanted to find out the truth was for the pointless task of electing the supreme clan. I thought that once they'd learned the truth, it might make them curious enough to investigate further.
Lou, thank you for the Prime sub.
But as it turned out, they just accepted it.
Starglaze, thank you for
carried
8
on
months.
living the same old lives. I have to motivate them to keep looking for answers, now that they think they've learned the truth. I have to make them uncomfortable with the superficial explanation that they took at face value.
Oh,
Rexus _ says hello, tiny MS dish P less
Hi,
than 3.
Rexus. Oh my gosh. It's good to see you.
And I have to figure out,
No
once
way.
and for all, while you real people from the outside world are still here, are we real?
Aww.
That's my full confession. Time for you to take me back. I'm guessing I'll probably be forced to make a public apology, then sentenced to half a day in solitary confinement. I definitely deserve half a day. Oh, also, pass this message on to Cape, Bobarano, and Albizzi, if you could. The Great Clockwork Key was originally put in place jointly by the ancestors of the three clans.
Oh.
If the three of them had any ability to cooperate whatsoever, they'd have been able to remove it by themselves. Over all these years, not once have they ever tried removing it together.
Oh, my poor child.
Huh?
There's one thing you've been mistaken about this whole time.
Whose voice is that?
Annoying. It's her.
Detective? Was that you? Your voice acting's actually pretty good.
The reason fairy tales are suitable for children
Yes.
is that they help them to understand the world.
Yes.
Fairy tales may be works of fiction,
Mm.
but at their heart lies an internal logic that is undoubtedly real-world truth in a condensed form. Perhaps they simplify good and evil, and perhaps they hide the darkness in metaphors.
Peter. Peter. The power of gaming.
But let there be no doubt. The world within fairy tales is as real as can be. And by extension, you and your compatriots are also real.
Yeah, I feel like stories. People make stories real by pouring love into them and like taking from them. Like that's. They're real because of the impact.
Goddess! Is it really you?
The line
Goddess
that
of fate, right?
separates footnotes from narrative can never be crossed. Never the two shall meet. This is why you have never heard my voice before.
Footnotes.
But now you wish to break free from the story. And there's a cat nearby, so you can hear my echo.
Oh.
Necromora.
Just your echo.
Oh, poor detective.
Fantasy logic.
So, we are a part of the real world too.
Yeah. One big group photo at the crime scene. Try to look more serious. Oh, how cute. Weirdest photo experience of my life.
My head's spinning. Albizzi just gave me a quick rundown of the situation. So you caught the detective?
Sorta. We chased him until he surrendered. Oh, and he asked us to pass on a message.
Does he really think we didn't try that? 'Cause we did, after 6 months in that place.
Oh.
Ah, that was my bad. I thought it was a stupid idea at the time, so I didn't really exert myself.
I also sort of stopped trying after 3 years.
You... Never mind. I'm partly to blame as well. On the second attempt, I just hugged the key and pretended like I was pulling as hard as I could.
You guys are so lazy.
Yeesh.
My granny's neighbor's pet cat
Group
has
project
nothing on you
experience,
and it
yeah.
spends all day, every day sunbathing.
Anyway, you said you heard the voice of the goddess of fate at the end? That's amazing.
There is a world beyond our own after all.
What would you guys say to taking a trip to the outside world sometime? Otherwise, I got bashed in the back of the head for nothing.
Depends. Do either of you know how to get there? But yes, I agree we should go. And not invite the detective, just to annoy him. But maybe the reason we've never worried about whether we're real or not is that, unlike him, we weren't there to witness the creation of this world. We've never had any reason to doubt that we're real. If someone ever convinced me that these delightful dimwits, Cape and Albizzi, weren't real, oh, I'd be devastated.
No, ignore that. Wait, I want to see the, yeah, the spinning. Yay, waiting 2 days. Why no cam? Just cozy. I haven't had I'm not feeling my best today, so I didn't really feel like being on camera. I didn't feel like getting ready and didn't feel like emoting. So I just emote with my voice. More chill. I think it would be wise to maybe commission like a pseudo VTuber, like a chibi VTuber. I know I've said that before, but I think I just in general, like when August is over, I think in general I'll be able to stream a lot more if I have like a better option for when I don't want to be on camera, like when I just feel like turning on stream and gaming for a bit.
What's the hurry?
I might talk to, maybe I'll talk to Quarter Jade. I wonder if she'd be cool with me asking about it. Because her VTuber model is really cute. Really, really cute. I did sit on the glued throne. Yes, I did. I thought they were gonna spin it together. It's Jover? Wait, I thought they were gonna spin the key together to find out the truth. Is it really over? Oh, interesting. I feel that we were set up for the answer a bit. They know the truth? Huh. Okay. It's Jover. I liked that quest. It was funny. It was very funny and silly, and the voice acting was great. And I like the meta conversation about fantasies are made real by the people who enjoy them. By the metaphors and the greater stories told. Thanks, girl. Thanks, Simulanka. It was a good one. Just one more then. One more quest? This one? You said this one's longer? Gosh. Well, wait. There's 2 pings. There's 3 pings. Oh, heavens. Okay. I didn't get any coins for that? Bruh. I think I might need to just do those on my own time. TBH. We're in 4.9 already? No, we don't. Genshin doesn't do 0.9s. We just go up to 0.8. And then we just jump straight to the next 0.0. Frog Prince is really long, not voiced. Gotcha. I like that. That was very enjoyable. Dang. Maybe I don't need Emily, bruh. Emily. Don't think any of the remaining quests are voiced. I see. Gotcha. Are you pulling for anyone in that lid? I haven't decided yet. Remains to be seen. Oh yeah, codes. Yippee. I'm gonna just keep my options open. Why not Yelan? Well, you see. Think I'm good.
What's the hurry?
I think, let's see, I have one more quest linked here, and then there's world quests. And these, what's this? Owl musician? Thanks, cats. Just a little PNG. Metropole Trials. Is it a minigame? Hey. Oh, combat. Ooh. Do 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 do. Ha! Ha! Oh. Oh, similar to, what's it called? I thought this was the Until Then OST. Ah. Nuke team. Where is she? What does this mean? The ping. So many level 90 characters. I've been playing for a long time. Too long. No repeat characters for extra buff. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. So you just can't play. Oh, that's easy enough. I think.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night into the wind. Wind strider.
You're toast!
Mind the deluge. Be still.
I'm going in! As one with wind and cloud.
Hello, Elijah.
Clouds high. The birds come.
The depths beckon. Cascade.
Everybody stand back!
As one with wind and cloud.
You're toast!
Kamisato Arc. Suiyu.
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Nice and spicy!
Be still.
Teamwork is dream!
Clouds hide. The birds call. Wind strider.
Cascade.
A time for valor is over.
Mind the deluge.
I'm going in! Eat this!
As one with wind and cloud.
C6 Ayato is so satisfying.
Wind strider.
Everybody stand back!
Cascade.
Why no more Genshin content on main channel? It's less of no more. It's more just not lately. Because truthfully, I haven't really had any content that I want to make on main channel lately. That's the truth of it.
Lightning terrified! Stand with... There is no escape!
The tides beckon. Silence!
Okay.
Share my knowledge!
Shine down!
Bow your head.
Those shields are strong, man.
Be sanctified.
I'll settle this! Our bond is strong! Now you shall perish!
There is no escape!
Silence!
Electrocharge Ayato!
Commit it to memory! Yeah. Make yourselves at home! Looking for a fight? Out of my way!
The tides beckon. Bow your head.
No, wait.
Sharing my knowledge. Yeah, this way, pretty little. I'll settle this. Torn to oblivion.
Silence.
Spin. Minahita. It'd almost be better to have a more consistent off-field applier.
Illusion shattered. Dissipate. Lightning purified.
Bow your head.
There is no.
Hi.
The tides beckon.
Like Emily? No, that wouldn't work.
Silence.
This still needs to be bloom, hyper bloom. If only there was a 5-star off-field Dendro turret placer. Okay, but like she's meant for burning. Not for hyper bloom, but yeah, there will be more main Genshin content on main channel. When Natlin comes out. What are you pinging me for? Okay. But yeah, right now there's really been nothing that I have felt compelled to make Genshin content about. So I've put my, my playthroughs and stuff on my VOD channel, and some stuff appears on Daily Dish, but main channel? Eh. Meh. Maybe I should do the city one. I think I would do the city one. Including the Archon quest?
In place after all.
Well, the thing is, I upload my Archon quests to my VOD channel. I haven't done Archon quests on my main channel in a while. The thing is, it's just like, it's so much footage to edit that basically I just need to like prioritize. Yay! I just have to decide like, oh, perfect. What type of content is worth being on my main channel? Like, I don't want it to be just Genshin anymore. Which, it results in a lower viewership, but I actually don't mind. I want to do more, it's kind of more traditional YouTube on my main channel. Like, yeah, I'm still working it out. Okay, luck. But yeah, if you ever like want to see stuff, it's always there on yes, on my VOD channel. But yeah, when Natlin comes out, you'll definitely see more edited, curated Genshin content on main. Grown. Oh. Oh, great. I kind of forgot you get a free Kirara. Epic. Oh. Okay, chat. I think that's gonna be it for me. Thanks for keeping me company. I'm gonna try to get a relatively good sleep tonight. We'll see. I'm gonna Insaniquarium. I do have some ideas for some certified content on my main channel. Yeah. 2 more minutes till reset. Don't care. Don't care. Have a wonderful night, chat. A wonderful time zone. And I will see you tomorrow. I think tomorrow, oh gosh, might be nighttime. We're having some friends over and we're going out to dinner, so it really just, we play it by ear, but it might be another late nighter. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting with me. Letting me get some stuff off my chest about the live stream. Live stream experience. Always a pleasure. You technically streamed today. Dang, you're right. You're right. I technically already streamed 2 hours today. So technically all I have to do is end stream, then start stream again, and then I've streamed today. We'll get there when we get there. Okay. Good night, chat. Thank you. Bye-bye. I'm waving. You can't see, but I'm waving. People, bye.